the IDF has announced is actually adding additional troops to its ground operation within the Gaza Strip, with a particular focus on the south. The IDF saying it will concentrate its attention around the southern city of Khan Yunis. Now, that has got a lot of UN agencies concerned because, of course, Khan Yunis is being used as a major evacuation hub for civilians who have had to flee the fighting in the north and the central part of Gaza. But from the IDF's part, they are saying they're upping the ante there somewhat because they believe the Hamas leadership is hiding out within that particular part of the Strip and in the underground tunnel network, which they are continuing to try and detect and destroy. But it does come as the pressure grows somewhat on the Israeli government to lay out a timeline for when it's going to move away from its high-intensity operation to a more targeted one. And there is renewed focus today on a particular incident which took place on Sunday. Now, we're talking about an airstrike which occurred in the Al-Maghazi refugee camp. The Hamas-run health ministry said 70 civilians were killed in that strike. We can't independently verify that number, but the Associated Press was on the ground when it occurred and said they saw dozens of civilians killed. Well, we have an update today, and that is the IDF has issued a statement to Israel's public broadcaster, and I'm going to quote here: "The type of munition did not match the nature of the attack, causing extensive collateral damage which could have been avoided." They go on to say, "The IDF regrets the harm to those who are uninvolved and is working to learn lessons from the incident." So in other words, a mistake was made causing the death of dozens of civilians. It is those types of incidents which is causing real pressure to grow on Israel to announce a humanitarian ceasefire, including from Paris. French President Emmanuel Macron speaking with Benjamin Netanyahu overnight. The Elysee Palace is saying he asked the Israelis to work towards an enduring ceasefire.
Well, let's talk about the situation on Israel's northern border, because it says that the time for diplomacy is running out as Hezbollah carries out more attacks from Lebanon.
Yeah, the stopwatch for a diplomatic solution is running out was the exact phrase used by Benny Gantz, a very senior Israeli politician. He's now the war cabinet minister. That comes in response to a significant uptick, we really should say, in Hezbollah rocket attacks. In fact, we understand, according to Israel, that yesterday, being Wednesday, saw the largest number of rockets fired by Hezbollah into Israel since October 8th. Earlier today, we also saw incoming rocket sirens sound in Haifa in the north of Israel. That is the third largest city here. Very rare for rockets to make it that far south from the northern border. The Israelis say they shot down a drone which had been launched by Hezbollah in Lebanon, and that comes as Benny Gantz and other senior figures within the Israeli government are saying publicly now that it's time for the Lebanese government in Beirut to try and rein in Hezbollah and its rockets attacks. They're saying if that doesn't happen, then the IDF will do it for them.